Hey, this is Lauriston Crockett. I'm here with my best pal, Joey Villani, and you're watching the Dog Talk Show. Joey, how's it going, buddy?
It's going good, man. No complaints here. Just chugging
Hanging
along these days.
hanging in Jersey?
Hanging in Jersey. It's about it. Kayaking, fishing.
What have you been catching?
Right now, fluke right out of the backyard.
Did you say fluke?
Fluke.
Look, we've got bass, we've got catfish, we have perch, we have stripers. I've never heard of that fish.
That's because you don't live on the ocean.
Oh, that's okay. Never mind.
I'm a
brackish water
guy.
So you're not in brackish water right there in that canal. That's straight salt water coming in.
Well, it's funny. No, it's right where I am. It begins brackish water.
Okay, so you can catch anything in that.
Yeah, we get crabs, we get bull shark even that come right up the river. We get fluke, we get blues, everything.
That's amazing. When I lived in Fort Lauderdale, my best pal Gary Boros and I would go out on the golf courses, and sometimes they'd be fed in. It'd be brackish water. So you catch a bass over here, or we might catch a tarpon. We never know what we're going to catch. We catch crab, but it was all mixed up. So I get it now, man. I forgot exactly where you were.
There you go. Tarpon fishing. It's not easy, but I'll tell you what, that is some fish.
Oh, yeah. Right now he's out there, I think. Last time I saw Gary's picture, he's out right off the Bahamas the other day, and he was catching dolphin, not a porpoise, the fish. And he nailed actually a tuna about a month ago also. Beautiful tuna.
So hold on. We caught 24 yellowfin tuna off of the boat this Monday. We had to stop because we're at our limit.
No way.
Yes, 24. That same night, we hooked into a hammerhead shark and a bull shark. And the bull shark's head was about this big looking down. Catch and release. We kept the tuna, though. We had about 1,000 pounds of tuna meat. No exaggeration.
That's amazing. Yeah, so you get the shark up high and just cut the line?
Yeah, that's exactly.
And a hammerhead? How big was a hammerhead?
Hammerhead was about 12 foot.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's still some exciting stuff.
It was great, and the water was like a mill pond. The ocean was flat. We were about 40 miles out.
That's wild, man. What kind of boat were you on?
It's a friend of mine's boat. It's a 67-foot Hatteras.
Oh, very nice. That's what Gary actually is a captain on. Is a Hatteras right there out of Fort Lauderdale. So, in talking about Fort Lauderdale and other places, I know that people reach out to us and want us to talk about taking our pets on vacation. Now, with me, it's easy. I got the Ram truck. I open up the back. Max is with me. He's 101 pounds. He lays down. I bring plenty of dog food and water and stuff like that. And off I head to the East Coast, heading back to Florida. So with you, what's your views on this with taking your pets on vacation?
Well, with me, it's easy, too, because I got gurneys. I put her in a carrier. Only she gets car sick. It's the only bird I know that gets car sick.
Your bird gets car sick?
It's car sick. I can't believe it. My bird gets car sick. But anyway, you know what? That's an easy way. But the problem is when people are traveling far or they're going by plane. To be honest with you, I just don't. Unless you are a service dog, I would never put my pet in cargo. I've heard too many horror stories. I mean, I know they've tried to up their games and all. That's be like putting a kid in cargo to me.
Sure.
But the whole thing is when you travel with your pet, be prepared. Have everything you need. Have the collapsible bowl. Have some waterless shampoo. Have a pet first aid kit because you never know what happens. Your pet goes running out. Listen, they're excited. All of a sudden, you're going camping. Especially if you have a dog that hasn't been camping much. All they had is the backyard. Now they got woods. And now they're going absolutely crazy. And they run into a porcupine.
Yeah, well, not only that, you're absolutely correct because heading east, we have these parks along the highway and stuff like that. We'll get out and we'll let Max out, and he usually stays right with me. But I see other dogs walking around. There's broken glass. People don't care. They don't care, and so we've got to be careful. Keep them close and stuff like that. Thanks for talking about. Yeah, definitely. We need those emergency kits for those animals and everything. And then. Joey, how do you find out if you have a pet-friendly hotel?
It's funny. Most of the pet-friendly hotels are usually the 5-star ones. That's the part that blows my mind. Usually. I mean, find a Red Roof Inn and all, something that's more reasonable. But just the best thing to do is to call them, because it's like Hilton. If you look at Hilton's website,
right,
it is not a pet-friendly chain, but a lot of Hiltons are privately owned. Okay, so they're part and then because most of the shows that I do are on Hiltons, and even though they're not pet-friendly,
right.
well, certain ones are. So call ahead, and it's it's so easy. And now you go on Travelocity or Priceline, and
Sure.
it actually says pet-friendly right there. So I mean, it is easy, but you got to look ahead, because the last thing you want to do is be traveling, be tired, and then not be able to find a place. And those places sell out quicker because most people are traveling with their pets these days.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Unless you have a service dog or a therapy dog, then you're kind of under their rules. If not, then federal law kicks in, and you can be able to take that dog with you for sure.
Yes, absolutely. One thing I do want to say, which is really important, I don't know how much in Texas, because I haven't done any grooming in Texas. But we have a major flea and tick problem here in New Jersey, especially ticks. It's really important that you travel with a flea comb, or at the very least the brush, because the last thing you want to do is your pet to get ticks. I've dealt with Lyme's disease on 2 of my dogs. It's horrible. Oh. Now, if you put some type of topical like Frontline or something on your pet, they work. I like it. But here's the problem. Well, I don't like it because of the pesticide, but here's the big problem. Now the tick is on the dog. The tick isn't like a flea where it moves quick. The tick now is gonna find a new host. So they're gonna walk off of that dog. Guess who the new host usually is? Exactly. I've had many ticks on me, thank God, never Lyme's disease. But if you never dealt with them before and you see one in your skin, you usually panic.
Well, yeah, that always kind of bothers me. Also, when you drop into a hotel that's late, there's someone on the side of the road, say, we're just going to pull over for the night and get in there and get some sleep, get up the next day and go for it. But you always walk in there and you got to worry about fleas, you got to worry about everything else, and then you got to worry about the bed bugs. Now I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight because I'm going to be thinking about these scary things. But you're right, because Max is trained not to sleep. Max always knows that I sleep higher. He knows that I'm alpha. I come in the door first. He's trained with hand commands or voice commands and stuff. So I don't really worry about that. But I do worry about picking up other things. And, there's so many other diseases that you can get here. And also, you got to take care of those heartworms, because those mosquitoes are everywhere. So make sure you're giving a heart guard or something like that. And make sure you're protecting your dogs from heartworms. As you know, my beloved Arthur, when I got him and adopted him, he was heartworm positive. And it just broke my heart. That, along with the aspergillus, is why I lost him. We just couldn't bring him back. We loved him as much as we could. So again, I'm really an advocate about taking care of those heartworms. And I've actually met people before, and they go, "Is it really a big deal, Crockett? Is it really a big deal?" Joey, tell them how big a deal it is.
It's huge, because I'll tell you what. When you're dealing with a dog that has heartworms, the preventative is easy. The solution when they have heartworms is very, very difficult, extremely. So it's one of those things where I would rather go on something. But here's the thing: you have to have a check first, because if the dog has heartworms and you put him on the medication, it's very, very easy that now that pet can come down, could react differently, because they can actually die from it in some cases.
You got to keep them
and they flood through the system.
Light walks and no running, and keep them calm.
Yes, correct.
Man, I tell you what, that is just some scary stuff. So to take care of it and make it extremely easy, I give Heart Guard. What do you use, Joey?
Heart Guard.
You do too?
Yeah.
It's an easy treat. It's so worth the investment. And if you love that animal, and if you got problems with mosquitoes that are carrying, this, you just got to do it. So on vacation, let's go over our list. So we need our water. We need our food.
Water bowl. You need a pet first aid kit.
Good.
You need some sort of grooming tools, brush, comb, waterless shampoo.
Right.
Definitely. You want to map out your route so you know where you're going is pet friendly. And then prior to going, get everything that you need done. Get the dog professionally groomed so you know that you can then now go through the coat. See the veterinarian, have the checkup done, make sure that the heartworms are in place, and That would be my checklist right there.
Yeah, the only thing I would add to that is try to take your own food with you. The last thing we need is gastrointestinal problems by switching up a food. Oh, I forgot my food. Well, let me just pull over and get some other food, which could cause issues. And the last thing you want to do is have gastrointestinal problems while you're on the road. That wouldn't be much fun. It's not much fun for your dog also. So I think if we take care of all those things right there you just spoke about, you know what? I think we're going to have a great vacation.
I think so too.
Hey, Joey, buddy. Hey, we're out of time. It always goes by so quickly.
It does. It really does. Well,
hey, listen, you're the best. Do what now?
Till next time.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, till next time. This is Lauriston Crockett, along with the #1 groomer in America, Joey Villani. You've just watched the Dogfather. We'll see you again soon.